Hi guys, my name is Zornitsa and I'm your Yclas instructor. In today's video we're going to talk about how to choose a specific niche when it comes to starting a small business and also how to target your audience. Firstly, we're going to look through the things that you have to consider before choosing your niche. So let me explain what's a market niche. Simply put, a market niche is a distinct segment of a market that has differences and also preferences. Therefore, a niche would be a rather small subgroup of the entire market. The market niche defines the product features aimed at satisfying specific market needs, price range, the production quality, and demographics. Now, entrepreneurs by disposition are built to think big. Well, when it comes to a niche market, it's the other way around. A niche market is balancing between being a small, targetable market and at the same time being big enough to make money profits. So, maybe you really want to start your own business. You have all of those amazing ideas. But the thing that's holding you back is that you haven't chosen the right market niche. If that's the case, maybe you have a hard time finding the perfect niche, or perhaps you need more data to work with. If so, you can use the following questions in order to find your niche. What are your interests and passions? Think carefully before answering this question. If you have already put some thought into this, you can skip to the next one. But if you haven't, make a list of what you're enthusiastic about. What are your values? What exactly do you want to achieve by starting your own business, by developing your own brand? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? What are your strengths? Think about what are you good at, which projects have you spent hours on without getting tired. Business isn't always easy, and if you aren't really interested or passionate about your goals and achievements, then after a certain time your odds of quitting will rapidly increase. Have you heard the expression, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life? Of course, this doesn't necessarily mean that you must find a perfect fit. You can be passionate about some of the aspects of running a business. If you don't care about the topic, you may not be able to find the drive within to pursue it. Be passionate at what you do and find the right people who inspire you to work. Certainly, there are other things to consider as well. For instance, researching the competition and determine the profitability of your niche. But of course, identifying your passion is the key stage. Everything begins there. Now, let's talk about targeting the audience. After choosing a specific niche, you should think about targeting a specific audience. Here, you shouldn't generalize, and by generalize, I mean that you shouldn't focus on everyone who shows some interest in your business. Targeting a specific market does not mean that you're excluding people who do not fit your criteria. Rather, by targeting a market, you will be able to aim at a specific market that is more likely to buy from you than any other market. This is a much more profitable and effective way to reach potential long-term customers and clients. The next point after choosing a niche and targeting the audience would be to decide on the scale of business activities. For example, you might want your business to be local within the city, or you might want it to be regional within the state or a certain country, perhaps even international into different countries or more. Is it going to be general or specified? This is the next question. You might want to narrow it down even more to jobs, real estate, farming, etc. But always remember, chances are higher to get more quality traffic when you focus on single niche, on one and only single niche. So now let's look through some examples I wanted to show you. So as I said, I wanted to show you a few examples. Then we're going to start with Craigslist. If you remember, we talked about it in one of our last videos. So this is a very popular classified website. You probably heard of it. The thing about this classified website is that it's a very general classified site. It is not much of a niche going on here. It's basically a general website when we talk about niches. As you can see, there are different categories. All of them have subcategories and it's very generalized. You can see sales, services, etc. Alrighty. So the same goes for Locanto.com. Locanto is a very general classified website. We can see the different categories and subcategories, but first here on Locanto we can search by location, as you can see on the left where the cursor is. we can see local and also the regional scale of business activities. So, for example, if I click on a specific state, it narrows it down by searching location. It's very general. Such websites are good because you can get almost anything you're looking for. As you can see, there are a lot of categories, subcategories. Of course, there is a downside. It's very difficult to start your own business with such competitors. So let's go to the next one. The next one is job site. This is an example of a niche market. It's a job site, also known as a job board, and it's very big in the UK. They have all these different parts, as you can see. Let's scroll down. Within the country, and it has all of the needed information. So as you can see, there are jobs in different countries, Ireland, Yorkshire, etc., and regions. Down below, you can see an ad of the app. You can download it from App Store or Google Play. Very useful. A perfect example of a market niche. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is Yclas job. This is basically also another perfect example of a niche when it comes to classify a website, as this is a job board website as well, but specifically for cruise ship jobs. So as you can see, you have the different subcategories. If we scroll down, basically this is it. Here we have the latest cruise jobs. As you can see, the website is very nicely made. I like how it's built. The job search, as we can see, goes down to different categories. Let's wait for a second. And also, you can find almost anything you're looking for, any type of specific cruise ship job. And down below, we can see the different categories and subcategories. Also, the location is also mentioned. So basically, this is the website. It's very popular. As I already mentioned, it's a global website. So let's go to the next one. The next one is outdoorgearlab.com. This is actually also a very good example of a niche. I wanted to show you this one. What is interesting about this website, it has a very high organic monthly traffic, well, about 600,000. So let's look down. It's basically a website for general reviews on gear, etc. Very popular. You can see different reviews. People compare different products. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So, in conclusion, if you're passionate about your business or some aspect of running the business, you will definitely stick with it, nurture it, and be happy with what you're achieving. I hope the video was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next one.